I want to talk about cleaning nickels. If you do a YouTube search, you're going to find a couple of different people saying use the same method. It's really good. I just tried it. All right, so I decided to go ahead and do this from step one, V-nickel. I don't find a lot of old coins like this, so this is a little nerve-wracking. You can see how red it is. It's got some pits on the back, you know, but it's got all the detail. It's 1910 V-nickel. So I'm gonna do the full process. Step one, bowl, distilled vinegar. Pour some of that in there. Put that in the freezer. 30 minutes. Alright, I left this in here quite a while. It's been longer than 30 minutes. We'll see if I need to thaw it out a little bit. Nope, it's good. So we're going to break it up like that. And we get a kind of a slushy. And then we're going to drain most of the liquid, not all of it. Alright, that's what we got left. Nice. We're going to drop the V-nickel in. Get it down there on the bottom. And we're going to come back over here. Got hydrogen peroxide. We're going to drop in a splash. And then we just set this aside 12 hours. It's been here all day. Time to turn it. And do the other side. Alright, it's been on that side overnight. Just a quick note. I would say don't leave it in longer than you need to. If you can, take it out as soon as the red's gone. And we're going to pop it out. Rinse it off. Dry it. Okay, so I lied. I think I'm not going to buzz this one with the Dremel because it turned out really nice. It looks really good. All the details still there. There's very little pitting. You can see some. You can feel it. It doesn't feel smooth like a nickel, so it's kind of got a grit to it. Just a little fine, like a really fine sandpaper. But I might go over it with a real light buff with. Now I know if you're a a coin guy, you're gonna be seeing this and be like, why you can't do that? You can't take a Dremel to your coins. Well, the value of this nickel in mint condition is nothing to be considered. And it's a dug coin out of the ground. It's worn. It's got major pitting. In the red condition, it's probably worth $1, maybe $2. I don't know. So no, it's not hurting the value. Now, if this was a key date or something, obviously you're not going to Dremel it. So I've got a buffalo here. I should show you two buffaloes. So that buffalo right there is in pretty decent shape, dug. I've Dremeled it before, I can tell. So it's not quite as red. But this one was even in worse shape than that one. It was totally red. Date was totally unreadable. Now, it's blown out there. Let's see if I can, there we go. It's a little better. Now I can read the date. It's a 1917. It's kind of got this. I mean, it's back to the original color. It doesn't quite have the same luster to it. Let me see if I can move this thing. Here we go. It's kind of a dull. It's kind of a dull shine. It's kind of neat, but it doesn't have that same shiny, natural appearance. So I took this a step further, and I just tried this with an older Jefferson. This is not a war nickel. I would not do this with a war nickel, nor would you really need to, because they usually turn out pretty close to silver. So here's the two examples. This is after I did the vinegar bath, and I did these both in the same run, and they looked both about the same. They were both red. They look very much like the Buffalo here. This one, the difference is that I took a Dremel to it after, and it has a much more natural looking shine to it. Now you can tell it's got the polished, some of the high points are kind of polished looking. I was pretty vicious with it, but this looks, if you look at the two, you know, what? Okay, hold on. You can see that the I like the Dremeled version much better. It's more of it's a subdued color. You can see it's got the details back in it. All the reliefs, kind of a darker, whereas the highlights are brighter. Some of this stuff I just got it off of Amazon. It's just metal, like a metal polish. It's got different grits. I just used blue, which I think is the finest, one of the finer ones. Let me show you here. Actually, I can do it. Newsmatists, it's about to get graphic. And again, these are 1940 and 1942. They are not silver nickels. I would not do this to a silver nickel unless it was really bad shape. Quick note, I am using these soft padded bits. I got these off of Amazon. I'm not using any steel wool or anything like that. Okay, so I'm gonna grab a paper towel, buff this, and get as much of the polish off as I can. And it's nickel, it's pretty durable, so you can really use some muscle on it. And you see it kind of has this, kind of ends up with this charcoal color, which I think is quite nice. It looks old, but it's not like, it's not dug old, you know. It looks like you found it in an old drawer or something instead of digging it out of the ground. What I could do is try the white. Notice the drill tip is getting dark. I think that's where a lot of the dark color is coming from. I'm gonna try some white. I haven't done this. I don't know if it's gonna make it brighter. We'll see what we get here. I don't know if it's just because I'm doing it a second run, but that looks even better. All the way through from start to finish. That looks really nice. I like that. That's so nice. Compared to that typical red nickel you get, this looks like it came out of somebody's pocket change. So that's my new process. I think it's fantastic. Hope you can use it. Look how nice that is. That one turned out really good. It's kind of, it's a lot darker. It just looks like a natural nickel. Not brand new, but it looks like an Indian head that you would have found in a jar or something after 100 years. It's got a very nice natural luster on it. This one, there's not a lot of damage from the dirt in the ground. It's just very natural looking. I like it.